Now they're coming up on the first tree here. This is beech. I think a lot of folks probably know this tree. This is American beech, and it's most easily distinguished by all the carving on it, people's initials and stuff, because it has a really nice smooth bark and it's gray. This one might look a little green because it's got some algae or something growing on it. A lot of times you'll see the roots are exposed. This tree has alternate branches, alternate leaves. But really, these fine details, you can just Google that, you know. Google American beech and you can get the fine details about what type of leaves it has and the teeth. I just want to show you the tree, you know, so you can actually see it. It's the only tree in the woods that looks like an elephant's leg. It's smooth and gray, like an elephant's leg. Another easy way to spot it is, you see all these trees with the brown leaves still on them? These are beech trees, immature beech trees. They'll keep their leaves all the way through the winter. So this is a great time of year to come out and identify this tree, because it's going to stand out, because it's going to be the only tree in the woods with the only deciduous tree in the woods with leaves still on it. Here's another one. What you're going to find on this tree is horse's hoof fungus, Fomes fomentarius, or what people refer to as false tinder fungus. It makes an excellent tinder. It doesn't require any processing, as I proved in that video, to be used as a tinder. If you want to see the fungus and you want to see it being used, then just watch that video that's going to be in the link below. It grows to be quite a large tree, but really, if you find it in your woods, it's most likely going to have names carved on it. That's a big identification factor, and it's going to have that smooth, relatively smooth gray bark that looks like an elephant's trunk. And you'll find immature beech in the same area that still have their leaves on in the wintertime. It's not that important to even identify the tree or the mushroom if you're looking to use it for tinder fungus. What's important is to just walk around the woods and pick these mushrooms off the trees and try to use them. Now here's one growing on a dead beech. But that's another mushroom that can be used like tinder fungus. What you have to do with some of these, though, is you have to dig into them a little bit, and you'll see the corky texture. And what you need to do is just break that up into fine little bits so that your spark will take. Now, if you're using a ferrocerium rod, you're not going to have to break it up as much. But if you're using a flint and steel, you're going to have to break it up really fine, because the ember is not as hot from a flint and steel as it is from a ferro rod, and you don't get as many flaming embers coming out of it. But you can see, hopefully, how corky that is and how it crumbles and can be broken up nice and fine. I mean, it's possible that you could use this for a Bodro fire even, but you know, I don't want to get too off track here. This is just another mushroom that grows on the side of a tree that you can use as a tinder fungus. I'm a little rough on my Latin names, but that's a good fungus. And it just grows on the side of these old dead beech trees. The trees don't have to be dead. Another beech loaded with horse's hoof fungus. Well, these ones are pretty small. I've actually taken one of these small ones. The first time I experimented with this mushroom, I took one of the small ones off of this tree, as a matter of fact, several years ago. Blue beech. Now I'm going to mention this one because it's, I guess, kind of confusing. I always thought it was a beech, really, but I guess it's not. It's well, some people call it ironwood or musclewood, but what I call it is blue beech or musclewood, because musclewood is a very good description for this, because if you look at it, it's got these ripples almost like the muscles in your arm, and that's why it's referred to as musclewood. But that's not like the American beech, so you're not going to find you likely won't find horse's hoof fungus growing on that. I just want to make the distinction between blue beech and American beech. This tree here is hemlock. I believe eastern hemlock, to be more specific, but it's a hemlock tree. It's a conifer. It stays green all winter long. And what you'll find growing on this tree is Ganoderma tsugai, or reishi, a medicinal mushroom.